In the year 1526, the halls of Ipswich Manor were alive with the bustle of noble gatherings. The grand estate, nestled in the heart of the Suffolk countryside, served as a temporary home for the young prodigy, Stephan Harrington. Freshly summoned from his studies at Cambridge, Stephan found himself thrust into a world teeming with political machinations and courtly splendor. Ipswich, though unremarkable in size, held a distinct charm, where cobblestone streets converged towards the manor. The scent of the sea hung in the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of the fields beyond. Here, the pulse of the realm could be felt in both urgent whispers and lavish feasts. Such was the nature of the court's seasonal retreat. Stephan, attired in modest but smartly tailored garments befitting his scholarly title, approached the manor with equal parts trepidation and ambition. His invitation came not by royal decree, but rather through a discreet letter sealed with an emblem he knew all too well, the fox and the fleur-de-lis of the Boleyn family crest. Within the ornately carved wooden doors, Lady Mary Boleyn awaited him with a smile that spoke of genuine warmth and a twinkle of mischief. "Stephan," she greeted, ushering him into the dimly lit grand hall, "welcome to Ipswich. Your reputation precedes you." "Lady Mary," Stephan replied politely, bowing slightly, "it is an honor to be in such esteemed company." "The honor is ours, my dear Stephan. We have much to discuss," Mary said, her voice lowering, as she guided him into the private library, a refuge draped in mahogany and leather-bound tomes. The room was a sanctuary of intellect and discretion. They sank into plush, high-backed chairs, surrounded by the whispered history of their ancestors neatly lined on shelves. Mary retrieved a delicately folded parchment from a hidden recess in her bodice, handing it to Stephan. As he unfurled the letter, his eyes scanned the elegant script, deciphering each curve and loop. It was a request for his help, a plea buried beneath layers of coded language, a skill that was, unbeknownst to many, one of Stephan's lesser-known talents. The Boleyns required his insight into a matter that would test his loyalty, cunning, and courage. "Will you assist us?" Mary asked, her expression earnest but with a trace of apprehension. Stephan hesitated, knowing the stakes at play. To serve them meant entering an intricate dance of influence and danger. Yet the allure of such a pivotal role was undeniable, promising experiences beyond the realm of academia. "In affairs of such importance, one cannot simply say no," Stephan finally conceded, a hint of determination shining in his eyes. "I am at your service, Lady Mary." Mary nodded, visibly relieved. "The path ahead will be treacherous, but you will not walk it alone. Trust will be our compass." As they planned their next steps, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting elongated shadows upon the manor walls. Stephan felt the weight of his decision settling upon his shoulders, aware that this moment, a confluence of fate and choice, would forever alter his life's course. Days turned into weeks as Stephan became an integral part of the clandestine operations that unfolded within the walls of Ipswich Manor. His analytical mind and knack for unraveling the layered puzzles of courtly communications were incomparable assets to the Boleyns. The shifting allegiances, veiled threats, and clandestine exchanges began to reveal a clearer picture of the true adversaries at play. His role required blending into the social landscape, attending banquets and mingling with courtiers, all the while gathering snippets of overheard conversations and deciphering them later by candlelight in his private quarters. Stephan's initial trepidation gradually gave way to a quiet confidence, fueled by his growing understanding of the intricate power dynamics at court. One particular evening, as the stars settled over Ipswich in a tapestry of glittering jewels, Stephan received an urgent missive from Mary. The message he held was stark and uncompromising, a proposal to expose a conspiracy that reached deep into the heart of the court, endangering not just Mary and her family, but the stability of the realm itself. Stephan realized this was the moment everything had been leading to. He raced to the manor, where Mary, her face etched with worry, awaited him in the dimly lit library. The shadows cast by the flickering candles created an atmosphere tense with anticipation. "Stephan," she began without preamble, "the machinations we spoke of have reached a critical juncture. There is a plot to undermine the crown itself. We need to act, and swiftly." Stephan nodded, his mind already racing through strategies. "I have several correspondences from key players. If we expose their intentions now, The ripple effect could secure not just your family's standing, but the entire sovereign's reign. Together, they orchestrated a plan, leveraging Stephan's gathered intelligence to deliver a strategic coup against their adversaries. As dawn broke, Stephan and Mary dispatched documents to the most trusted allies within the court, their confidence buoyed by a shared sense of purpose. The operation culminated at a grand gathering hosted at Ipswich. Stephan, cloaked in the anonymity of the crowd, watched as the revelations unfolded from the corners of the room. Noble faces turned pallid as the treacherous plot unraveled, foes were unmasked, and alliances shifted visibly in the room. In the swirling dance of political recalibration that ensued, Mary stood poised, her family's honor safeguarded through perseverance and trust. Stephan, meanwhile, watched with quiet satisfaction, content in the knowledge that his skills had played a vital role in the preservation of the realm's delicate balance. As the grandeur of the event subsided and courtiers dispersed, Mary approached Stephan, gratitude evident in her eyes. "You have been the difference, Stephan. Ipswich will remember your name, as will I." Stephan inclined his head humbly. "It has been my privilege, Lady Mary." With the intrigue finally dispelled and the court at peace, Stephan knew it was time to return to his scholarly pursuits. As he departed Ipswich, the sea breeze carrying his thoughts far beyond the manor, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. His journey had been one of discovery, not just of hidden plots and enemies, but of the profound impact one could have on the world through knowledge and courage. The sun rose once more on Ipswich Manor, its light chasing away the dark shadows of intrigue, leaving behind a legacy of loyalty woven into its ancient walls.